Hi guys, welcome back to the Evolution channel. My name is Eve and today we have a special guest here. It's my husband, and today's topic is going to be about moving in with your significant other, and this was actually a topic requested by one of our subscribers, or two of them. Shout out to Alvin and Barnett. They're also really good friends of ours, so keep watching. A little bit about us. So we recently got married. We're newlyweds. We just got married in September. So for me, I've never lived with a man before. I've had roommates, but I'm a little more traditional in that way. Like I was like, you're gonna put a ring on this before we even lived together or anything like that. So here we are. But yeah.
So yeah, here we are. For me, I can't really say it's one or two things that I have to get out of, that I have to adjust myself. It's just the fact that I have to be with a girl all the time, 24/7 almost. And there's just few things that you can't do, and you have to adjust yourself. Like you can't just walk away in underwear anytime you want. You can cut off playing FIFA loud every day. So that's the biggest thing for me at the beginning.
Yeah, for me, like it's things that I didn't even think about when you live with someone, like something as small as like how you roll the toilet paper. So I like it to go from the inside out, whereas he likes it from the outside in. And so the first couple of weeks we kept changing what each other did every time you change the toilet paper roll. Anyway, eventually I think we're doing it more in my way now.
Yes.
But yeah, that's a little bit about the adjustments. So we are actually gonna give you some advice about what to expect versus the reality, just when you're thinking about moving in with someone, or when you first get married and you're just starting to live together. These are a few tips that you can kind of navigate through that will probably be a little bit helpful.
Yes.
So, let's talk.
So the first piece of advice that I can give you personally is think it through and make sure you know the person that you're moving into. Because I know my wife said at the beginning of the video that she's a traditional person, but me personally think it's not a bad idea if you also decide to move in together before you get engaged or before you decide to get married. Why? It's just because everybody works differently. Some things work better for one person, some things work better for the other person, so everything has its pluses and minuses. So as long as you really stick to the decision and yeah, go ahead with it, either way.
So you guys should also definitely think about how you're gonna do your finances and how you're gonna pay your bills, and hopefully both of you have jobs, because ain't nobody got time for that. But make sure you know how you're gonna divide up your bills. So some people split it 50-50, so 50% on everything. So rent, electricity, groceries, all of that stuff. And then some people do it in percentages. So whoever makes more money pays a little bit more for whatever utilities you guys have, or your rent and stuff like that. So figure that out. Also think about how you're gonna pay your bills. So are you gonna have a joint account? Are you going to just kind of get all the money and then kind of divide it up? So with us, I'm the main finance carer I'm the bearer of all finances.
Accountant. That's what she's trying to say.
Yeah. So I do all the checks, I do all the bills, and that's that. Like I like that stuff, and I'm always on time. And not that I don't trust you to do them, but it's just easier. Like
yeah, I have to also add on that she pays my salary also on time. My check was never late for being a husband.
See? It's good.
Fine.
It works. But yeah, make sure you guys know how you're doing your finances, your bills, all that stuff. Get that out of the way. So.
Good. Second advice is personal space. Now, what I mean by that is, let's be real, everybody needs space from everybody sometimes. For me, example, I like my boy time, I like to play FIFA, I like to watch soccer a lot, I like to watch every sport a lot. to that extent that I drive her crazy sometimes. But
I like soccer.
only soccer.
Yeah, only
Sometimes
soccer.
basketball.
Yeah.
So the thing is that if she wants people over, I know everybody has friends, just respect that. Don't be mad, like, why can't I be there around? Like, just respect the decision. Vice versa too. If I want to have a boys' night, I'm counting on her to be okay with it, and we never had an issue when I think about it like that,
Yeah,
right?
I think we're really good with
Yeah.
like providing each other the personal space, because it can get crowded. Like,
Yes.
I mean, we have a pretty big apartment, but you know, still, you know, you're spending time together constantly every day, so it's good to have your own time. It's good if you have hobbies and stuff like that. Like, don't lose yourself in the process, right? So yeah.
We also do a
personal
little
space.
sleepovers. Like, I go sometimes to one of my friends. That doesn't mean I don't want to come home. It's just that you have to like keep it new and exciting all the time. So yeah, that's it. Personal space.
Yeah, personal space. I think another thing that you definitely need to figure out is the cleaning schedule. Okay, so you know, I think that's really important. You don't want to be living in a pigsty, because that's yucky. Like, make sure you guys clean and you have a schedule. So for us, whoever likes to do certain chores does it. So Alan does the floors, whether he likes it or not, I don't know, but he does the floors, and then I do pretty much everything else. Like, I do countertops, I do the toilet, I do couches, I do the rest. So, and then Alan, you...
Well, I clean the dishes, I take the garbage, and make the bed almost every morning. And let's also be real, because nobody likes cleaning, right?
Yeah.
But you gotta make it fun sometimes, you know? If you have something specific that you don't like doing, just tell your partner. Maybe that other partner likes it.
Yeah.
For example, laundry. I know she doesn't mind laundry. I absolutely hate laundry. It's the worst thing ever was invented. I hate it. If I had enough money, I would buy new clothes every day, because I hate washing my laundry. That's it.
Yeah, so make sure you guys aren't, you know, living in a pigsty, and make sure you have a cleaning schedule,
Yeah.
so that you guys can live comfortably.
It doesn't have to be super clean, like Mr. Proper Clean. Just a normal amount of cleans. You know, when you have guests over unexpectedly, you don't want that they're like, oh my god, they live in a mess. You know, so just normal people clean. Other thing is, keep it fresh, guys. Go on dates. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to go to fancy or expensive restaurants and have dinners. It can be literally anywhere. It can be sometimes just a walk in the park with a hot dog, and just keep it just fresh, because you don't want to stagnate in your own home, right? Let's say if you have dates always at your home, things can get really boring sometimes, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And by all means, we try to tell you guys, go out and spend money on like any specific restaurants. You guys know what I mean. Have a movie night, for example. Have I don't know, go on ice cream if it's nice weather.
Yeah,
Do
go
some
out on
sports.
dates, like,
Just,
because
yeah.
it can be so, I think it can be so easy to get comfortable and just
Yes.
be in the apartment and be on the couch because you can, or, but you know, you want to keep it fresh and exciting, and yeah, I think it's good even for your relationship too, and it's good for just to have a change of scenery.
Exactly, but also sometimes it's also not a bad idea if you just stayed at home, order pizza, watch Game of Thrones the whole night. You know, that's amazing. You
I don't
know?
know about that, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Shout
I
out
think
to all
our
the
point is,
Shout out to all the Game of Thrones fans.
you just had to do that, didn't you?
I had to. I
Okay.
planned it.
Okay, so what was our point again?
Keep it fresh.
Yeah, keep it fresh, go out on dates, okay?
Yes.
Okay, so you definitely want to decide on who the main cook is. And it's great if both of you can cook, by the way, so you can alternate. But you also don't want to be spending a whole bunch of money on takeout every day or going to restaurants every day. Like, that's not financially smart. So we quickly learned that I was the main cook. So on a daily basis, I would be the one who would be figuring out the groceries. Do we need to replenish? Do we need to cook? I think I should tell the story.
And she likes it.
I love telling the story. So the first time, so when we first moved in together, I was like, oh, maybe you should cook dinner tonight. And so I come home and I'm so hungry and I'm so excited what we're gonna have. And I go in the kitchen and I see this big pan of sauce. And it's like veggies and sausages and stuff, all this big bowl of sauce. So I'm like, oh, okay, so what are we eating this sauce with? Are we eating potatoes or rice or like mashed potato? Like, what are we doing with this? And he's like, oh, you just eat it like that. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, is this a soup? He's like, no, it's a sauce. Like, you can eat it like that, or you can like dip bread in it. And I'm like, maybe from now on I should cook on a daily basis.
And I'm okay with that.
So yeah, but I mean, Alan does have signature dishes that he's really good at, like Borek for those our Croatian subscribers. So he's good at certain things, but I think on a day-to-day basis, I'm the main cook. So whoever is the main cook in your house, I don't want to be stereotypical because some men can cook better than women, you know. So whatever works for you, but make sure you're not starving or wasting all your money on restaurants.
Also, because like my wife said, if you both can cook, that's great. If one of you can cook, it's also great. But if both of you cannot cook, keep it also like funny. Go on cooking lessons. You don't have to go and pay somebody to like teach you how to cook. There's different type of YouTube channels who can teach you how to make regular things like pasta, pizza, and yeah, it's fun and entertaining.
Or healthy things, not just pasta.
Or healthy things. Yeah.
So figure out who's the main cook, so you don't starve to death.
One more important thing is to have a social life. So throw parties in your place, get comfortable with your own place, and have people over, let people sleep over, and just maintain the friendships with the people that you used to hang out with before you moved in with your partner. It's very important, it's healthy, and you're gonna feel much better. I know people sometimes don't have time, everybody has a busy schedule, but once in a while it's not a bad thing. And that doesn't mean you have to throw a big, huge house party and trash everything. You know, normal nights, like a pajama party for girls or a FIFA night with guys. And yeah, you'll be surprised how much good it feels after. And also how much is it good for your own relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest misconception that people have, especially when you're in a relationship, is when you move in together, everything magically is better and all your problems go away. And that's a lie, because I mean, if you had problems before living together, you're gonna continue to have those problems when you live together, and you're probably gonna kill each other in the process. So that's the biggest misconception. So fix your problems first, then move in together, whatever it is. Because, you know, living together is a whole other set of challenges that you go through together. That's another stage of your life, I feel like. So, I mean, if you already have problems going in, living together ain't gonna fix nothing.
But try to solve the problems. Like everybody nowadays have some things that bother them. Communicate with your partner, talk, and solve the problem together. Don't try to hide anything.
Yeah. So the most surprising thing for me when we moved in together was like how much you really like cleaning dishes. And like I'll be sitting watching TV, and you know, sometimes, you know, I like to eat while I'm watching my shows, like, and I'll put the plate there. Not that I wouldn't take the plate to get washed, it's just sometimes I just finish and I put it there, and he immediately runs and gets the plate. Like right after I put down my plate on the table, he immediately gets it and he immediately starts washing it. And like we go through so many dishwashing detergents because he doesn't wait until there's another plate or a stack of plates. Like he washes it right away. So I think that was the most surprising thing for me.
I have a really good explanation for it. Nobody likes washing dishes. She thinks I love it. I hate it actually.
Really?
I don't like it.
I feel like you secretly like it.
No. The thing is that imagine your wife or you make a really good meal and there's a bunch of dishes in the sink. Now, For me, it's better if I clean it right away so I can enjoy my food, enjoy my show, enjoy being full.
Yeah, I'll be
And
cooking
not
and he'll
worry
be washing
about-
while I'm cooking the dish.
Yeah, we have a small sink, so.
No, we don't.
The most surprising thing for me was the fact that how long she spends actually to get ready in the morning to go to work. Unbelievable. I would say 40 to 50 minutes. And I need 5 minutes, 10 minutes max.
I'm a girl.
Yeah, but wow, it's a long time. Sometimes like I forgot to I forgot my phone in the washroom and like I need it and
It's
can't
gone.
get it. It's gone. Go to work without your phone. That's it.
Yeah, I do take. I mean, I feel like some girls take way longer than me too, and we just have a lot to do. So
That's a different planet you're talking about.
yeah,
That doesn't
well,
exist on this earth.
Yeah, but actually, so if that is something that is a problem between you two, like figuring out in the morning, like how to get ready. So my lovely husband actually wakes up earlier and like gets ready, even though he leaves. We leave around the same time, but he wakes up earlier so that he can get ready. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. I don't mind doing that, but if some of you like do mind it, have a schedule. 1 week, the other person should wake up earlier, and then 1 week you. That's if you have one bathroom, one washroom in your house. If you have
Yeah.
two, then that's easy, right?
Yeah. So I think the great thing about living with you is like you're very handy. So I can't remember the last time I had to put a nail on a wall. Like I just don't do that. It's like I just be like, can you fix this? Can you fix the lamp? Can you fix the curtains? Can you like put this up? So he's very handy and he's very good at that stuff. So yeah, that's nice. Like we'll get a package, like I don't know, to build the table, and like he doesn't look at the instruction, he just does it. So that's great. Yeah.
So for me, the greatest thing is that you just spend a lot of time with the person you love. That's just for me. I'm old school when it comes to that. When we were in a relationship, we were dating. Sometimes you come from work and you text back and forth. Yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's actually really good, but I don't miss it. So since we moved in together,
Yeah.
I know when she comes home, like
I'm yours.
so. No, it's just that you are there with the person you love. You know, you remember, like you see her, you remember like the moment when you fall in love with, and that's the best thing actually. You are spending most of the time with the person you love, and that's the beauty of living together.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. And also we were like, when we were dating, I like moved to Toronto and we were living in different cities, and it was just a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's not a bad thing. Like we live in a busy society, especially in North America. But you gotta do what you gotta do, and yeah, as long as you like ready to for a commitment, do it.
So there you have it, folks. Those were some of our tips and some advice about what to expect when you're moving in together, and hopefully it was helpful. I think it was helpful. But this is from our own experience.
Yes.
Everyone is different. So, you know, if this was helpful, make sure you give this video a thumbs up or comment below. And if you want to see more of my husband, if you want us to do more topics together, let me know. And yeah, do you have anything else to say?
It was a great experience, my first YouTube video. I actually plan to do my own YouTube channel soon too. I had a great time, my lovely wife. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. And like my wife said, this is just based on our own experience. No research, nothing, just our own experience from our friends. And yeah, there you go.
And don't forget to subscribe. And
And have a nice.